What if I told you that the most important decision you make each day happens before 8 a.m.? And that most people over 60 are getting it completely wrong? Every morning, millions of adults wake up, skip breakfast, or grab something quick and unknowingly set their bodies up for muscle loss, energy crashes, and increased risk of heart disease. Meanwhile, research shows that people who eat the right foods at breakfast have stronger muscles, sharper minds, and healthier hearts well into their 80s and beyond. My name is Dr. David Miller. I have spent decades studying nutrition and cardiovascular health in adults over 60. And today I am going to share with you the specific foods you should be eating every single morning to protect your heart, preserve your muscles, and keep your brain functioning at its best. Before we dive in, drop a comment with just your age. I want to see who is watching because these recommendations apply differently depending on whether you are 60, 70, or 80. And if you typically skip breakfast or just have coffee in the morning, add the word coffee to your comment. You will understand why this matters in just a few minutes. Here is what most people do not understand about breakfast after 60. Your body has been fasting for 7 to 8 hours while you slept. During that time, your muscles have been breaking down protein for energy. Your blood sugar has dropped. Your body is essentially running on empty. What you eat in the first meal of the day determines whether you rebuild that lost muscle or continue losing it. It determines whether your blood sugar stays stable or spikes and crashes. It determines whether your heart gets the protection it needs or continues accumulating damage. Research published in major nutrition journals has found that older adults who consume adequate protein at breakfast are significantly less likely to develop sarcopenia, which is the medical term for age-related muscle loss. One study found that higher quality protein at breakfast was associated with 50% lower incidence of low grip strength, a key marker of sarcopenia and frailty. But here is the critical point. It is not just about eating something in the morning. It is about eating the right things. And most people are choosing foods that actually work against their health. Let me start with the first food you should be eating every morning after 60. Oatmeal. Now I know what you were thinking. Oatmeal? That is not exactly exciting news. But stay with me because the research on oatmeal is genuinely remarkable. A study published in Nature Communications just recently found that people who ate an oat-based diet for just 48 hours saw their harmful LDL cholesterol drop by 10%. That is a substantial reduction. And here is the surprising part. Those cholesterol benefits were still visible 6 weeks later. Oatmeal contains a special type of fiber called beta-glucan. This soluble fiber acts like a sponge in your digestive system, binding to cholesterol and pulling it out of your bloodstream before it can deposit in your artery walls. Research from Harvard found that among whole grains, oats are the most effective choice for lowering cholesterol. Diets featuring oats drop cholesterol levels by 6.5 points on average, compared to 4.6 points for other whole grain diets. But the benefits do not stop at cholesterol. Oatmeal helps regulate blood sugar, keeping it stable throughout the morning rather than spiking and crashing. It provides sustained energy because your body digests it slowly. And it feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which researchers are now discovering plays a crucial role in everything from heart health to brain function. Here is how to prepare oatmeal correctly. Avoid the instant packets loaded with sugar. Instead, use plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Cook them with water or low-fat milk. Then add your toppings wisely. And this brings me to the second food you should be eating every morning. Blueberries. If there is one fruit that deserves the title of superfood for adults over 60, it is the blueberry. These small berries pack an extraordinary punch of health benefits that research continues to confirm. A study from Harvard School of Public Health reported that eating berries like blueberries appears to reduce the risk of heart attack in women by 33%. That is not a small number. That is a 1/3 reduction in heart attack risk. Blueberries are loaded with compounds called anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give blueberries their deep purple color, and they have powerful effects on your cardiovascular system. Research shows that anthocyanins help prevent cholesterol from building up in artery walls. They reduce inflammation throughout the body. They improve the function of the blood vessels themselves. One clinical trial found that eating 1 cup of blueberries per day reduced arterial stiffness and improved vascular function, which can independently lower cardiovascular disease risk by 12 to 15%. but the benefits extend to your brain as well. In a prospective analysis of 16,000 women from the Nurses' Health Study, greater intake of blueberries and strawberries was associated with slower rates of cognitive decline in older adults. The estimated delay in mental decline was about 2.5 years. A 2023 study found that consuming blueberry powder equivalent to about 1 cup of fresh blueberries each day could help maintain brain function and improve memory in older adults. So here is your first power combination. A bowl of oatmeal topped with a generous handful of blueberries. You are getting the cholesterol-lowering fiber from the oats, the heart-protecting and brain-boosting anthocyanins from the berries, and sustained energy that will carry you through the morning. But we are not done yet. There is one more critical component missing from most people's breakfast that becomes increasingly important after 60. Protein. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using dietary protein to build and maintain muscle. This is called anabolic resistance. It means that older adults actually need more protein than younger people, not less, to maintain the same muscle mass. Research recommends that older adults consume 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For someone weighing 150 pounds, that works out to about 68 to 82 grams of protein daily. And studies show that consuming adequate protein at breakfast, specifically 25 to 30 grams, is critical for stimulating muscle protein synthesis. The problem is that most people eat their smallest amount of protein at breakfast and their largest at dinner. Research from Japan found that supplementing protein at breakfast rather than at dinner was more effective for maintaining skeletal muscle mass in older adults. So what is the best breakfast protein source? Eggs. Eggs are an inexpensive, widely available, and easily digestible source of high-quality protein. One large egg contains about 6 grams of protein along with significant amounts of leucine, an amino acid that is particularly important for muscle synthesis. Research has shown that egg protein can improve skeletal muscle health and help prevent sarcopenia by both stimulating muscle building and reducing muscle breakdown. A study found that an egg-based breakfast significantly improved nitrogen balance in older adults compared to a cereal-based breakfast, primarily due to reduced muscle protein breakdown. Eggs also contain vitamin D, which many older adults are deficient in. Vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption and bone health. They contain choline, which is important for brain function. And contrary to what you may have heard for decades, recent research has vindicated eggs from cholesterol concerns. A major study from the University of South Australia found that eggs, despite their cholesterol content, are not the heart risk they were once believed to be. The real dietary villains for heart disease are processed meats and saturated fats, not eggs. Here is your complete breakfast prescription. Start with a bowl of oatmeal made from plain rolled oats or steel-cut oats. Top it generously with fresh or frozen blueberries. Add 2 eggs prepared however you prefer them, scrambled, poached, or over easy. Include a glass of water to start hydrating after your overnight fast. This combination provides approximately 20 to 25 grams of protein to protect your muscles, 4 to 6 grams of soluble fiber to lower your cholesterol, powerful antioxidants to protect your heart and brain, and sustained energy to carry you through the morning without blood sugar crashes. Now let me address some common concerns I hear from patients. First, what if you are not hungry in the morning? This is actually very common in older adults. The sensation of hunger decreases with age, just like the sensation of thirst. But your body still needs fuel even if your brain is not signaling hunger. Start small. Even half a bowl of oatmeal with a few berries is better than nothing. Over time, your body will adjust and morning appetite often returns. Second, what about time? Many people feel rushed in the morning. Here is a solution. Make overnight oats the night before. Simply combine oats with milk or yogurt in a jar and refrigerate overnight. In the morning, add your blueberries and you have a ready-to-eat meal in seconds. Hard-boil a batch of eggs at the beginning of the week and keep them in the refrigerator. Third, what if you have diabetes or are watching your blood sugar? Oatmeal is actually an excellent choice for blood sugar management. The beta-glucan fiber slows digestion and prevents blood sugar spikes. Adding protein from eggs further stabilizes the glucose response. The blueberries, despite being sweet, have a low glycemic impact because of their fiber content. Let me give you some additional tips for maximizing the health benefits of your breakfast. Add a handful of walnuts or a tablespoon of ground flaxseed to your oatmeal. Both contain omega-3 fatty acids that support heart and brain health. Consider adding cinnamon to your oatmeal. Research suggests cinnamon may help regulate blood sugar and provides additional antioxidant benefits. Drink a full glass of water with your breakfast. After 7 to 8 hours without fluids, your body is mildly dehydrated. Rehydrating first thing in the morning supports your cardiovascular system and cognitive function. If you take medications in the morning, eat your breakfast first. Many medications should be taken with food to avoid stomach upset and to improve absorption. Here is what I want you to understand. The choices you make at breakfast ripple through your entire day and, over time, through your entire life. People who eat a protein-rich, fiber-rich, antioxidant-rich breakfast have more energy, clearer thinking, and better long-term health outcomes than those who skip breakfast or eat processed foods. Research shows that eating a balanced breakfast can help you avoid energy crashes, prevent blood sugar spikes, maintain muscle mass, support brain function, and protect your cardiovascular